Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a bit of a kind of get ready with me, but also just trying out different eye looks and things like that. So I don't know what I'm going to be doing yet, but I'm going to do something a little bit more fun rather than just being just neutral. We'll see how it goes when I'm doing it. I don't exactly know what I'm going to be doing and what I'm going to be using yet, so we'll just see what happens. So I've already got my hair tied up out of the way because it gets in the way when you're doing this. The first thing I'm going to be using today is the L'Oreal Infallible primer. This is the mattifying primer. I did mention it in a couple of videos ago that I hadn't used it yet. Oh, I did not expect it to be white. Okay, it's white. Didn't kind of expect that. It's quite liquidy. The other L'Oreal mattifying one's actually a bit more like a silicone base, so I didn't kind of expect that. I kind of thought it'd come out a bit like, you know, the other one does, because it's apparently it's meant to be similar, but hey ho. So that's just what the primer looks like on. It feels quite watery and lightweight, which I think is quite nice, especially in because we're having quite a bit of warm weather lately. It's quite nice in foundation. I'm going to be mixing two foundations together. I'm going to be using the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation and the Urban Decay All Nighter one. I really like this foundation. As you can see, I am running out of it. So I'm just going to mix these two together just because I want a bit more of a fuller coverage today. But this one's just a little bit too light for me. So I'm going to mix them together on the back of my hand. That gets us, I'm just going to mix it in with my finger just so then we've got. To blend the foundation into my skin, I'm just using a flat kabuki brush. Foundation's going quite nice on with the primer. Yeah, I don't know, today I just felt I was doing a bit more of a brighter makeup look, just something a little bit different, because I really enjoyed when I did the blue one from the Life's a Drag palette. I might actually use a little bit of that because I quite like the look of the purple in that palette, so we'll just see what that looks like. I've not really got much planned for today. I've just got to go and do a bit of shopping to get some stuff for tea, so that's it really. Walk later because it is weigh-in day tomorrow, so I always just like to make sure, because I work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and I do late nights, it's kind of hard for me to get out to go for a walk. Obviously I can do exercise at home like Zumba and things like that. I do the Zumba on the Wii, which I actually really enjoy. So, but with the days that I work, it's hard to go to some of the classes as well. There is a couple of Zumba classes, but I think one's on a Wednesday night and one's like a Thursday, so it's like really annoying because I'd love to do it. So, but the Wii's been quite good for me at the moment. It's just something a bit different as well, rather than just going to the gym and things, because I get a little bit bored with going to the gym, not being honest. I'd much rather be out doing something, or doing something like going out for a walk or something like that, or like I said, going on the Wii, or and swimming and things like that. I do really like swimming, but I think sometimes when I go to the gym, when you're in one place and you're just like running, or you're on a cross trainer and stuff, I get a little bit bored, and then I'm like, oh, how long's left kind of thing. Because I'm wanting quite a full coverage look today, I'm going to be mixing two concealers together. I do like mixing products together because I do think I get the best result. So I'm going to be mixing the Kevin & Kawan Essential Skin Enhancer and the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. This one is just a little bit darker for me, but that one's a little bit light, so it evens itself out. And I just like to apply that just in a little bit of a triangle shape, but I don't extend it past, because I always wind up, because this is quite a full coverage, I always wind up blending it past that anyway, and I don't want it to be really heavy under eyes. I need to be getting a new one of this soon, but I have had it for quite a while. Right, and then I'm just going to be taking my sponge and then just blending this into the skin. So I'm just blending this in, and as you can see, it gives it a really good coverage. And I'm just popping that over my lid as well to conceal any little veins. Right, and then I'm just going to be highlighting my face with the Maybelline Instant Age Eraser. I'm just popping it there, 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 and there. I really like this concealer because it does give quite a really good coverage. Right, so the next thing I'm going to be using is the Kat Von D Shading Light Brush and just the RCMA No Colour Powder. This is just kind of standard for me. I use this every day. I absolutely love it for setting my under eyes and my face. Just make sure that you tap off the excess before you go in with doing it, because it can just wind up creating a bit of a white cast. And then I'm just going to take a big powder brush and just to pop this all over the rest of my face, just to set all of that. I'm really liking the way that that primer is making my skin look. It's not made it look too matte. At the same time, it's not super shiny either, which is really nice. Right, so now that's done, I'm going to go in and do my bronzer and my blush. Sometimes I do it before, sometimes I do it after. Today I'm just going to do it before my eye makeup. And I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Contour Kit. And I'm going to mix the middle shade and that shade together. I'm just going to be popping it on a brush like this. I'm just going to be bronzing up my skin with this. I've actually only recently just started using this palette again. I think sometimes when you've got like, when your makeup's in your drawers and things like that, you actually forget what you've got. Or that they get pushed to the back and then you never use it. And when I was tidying my makeup collection out the other day, because I'm going to be filming a makeup collection video soon, just so that you can see how I set up my makeup and where it's kind of situated and things like that. And how I store it, because obviously everyone has different ideas for storing it and how they like the makeup to be. So I was tidying it out and then I found it kind of like at the back of my palette drawer. And I just love the way that bronzer looks on the skin. Then I'm going to go in with the contour shade alone, and that's just the middle one just there. And just on just a flat brush like this. Popping a little bit under my lip, and then I just pop a little bit down the sides of my nose, just because I have got quite a chubby button nose. Everyone used to always say I've got like a button nose where you could just press it and it's like a button, whereas some people's like go in a little bit more. Mine doesn't. But I think it matches in with my face. It is in proportion. I am just going to be baking underneath my contour today, and then I'm going to fill my eyebrows and do my eye makeup, and I'll pop a bit of powder underneath just so we don't get any fallout. So I'm just using my sponge, just picking up some of that RCMA powder again, and then just so as you can just see that there. Obviously it looks a bit crazy at the moment. I'm just going to fill in my eyebrows off camera now, and then I will come back. Right, so that is my eyebrows filled in now. I am just going to move straight on with my eyes. I'm not going to actually be baking underneath my eyes now. I have changed my mind. So I am going to go in with, because I used this on my mum the other day and I did really like it. I'm going to go in with that shade there out of the Mani MUA palette, which is Hunter, sorry. I'm just going to be taking this on a big fluffy brush. So I'm just blending this into the crease in windshield wiper motions. I always think it's really nice when you don't know what kind of eye look you're wanting to do for the day, because it just, you can wind up going in any direction. But like I said, today is a bit of a chill day, I'm not doing an awful lot. So there's that, and then the next shade I'm going to be going in with is Mug. That one just there. And I'm just going to pop this in my crease again, but I'm not going to be blending it up just as high, because I didn't get a chance to use some of the more neutral shades when I did my bright blue eye look, although I did really like that. So there we go, that's that done. I'm just going to have a quick drink of my tea. I think I am going to go in with the purple shade, which is Pageant Queen, and I'm only going to be doing it on the outer third of my eye. I'm not going to be going really intense and crazy. I'm just going to be using it on just it's like a smaller blending brush of that version. I'm going to be packing it on to start with. Oh wow, that's really pigmented. I'm just going to zoom you in a tiny wee bit. Like, can you see that pigmentation? Like, that is amazing. Wow. Well, what can you expect? The blue was really pigmented as well, so of course the purple is going to be into it. It's not going to exactly be. Right, I'm popping that down first. I'm just going to do the same on the other right, and then I'll blend it out. Like, that's not even with like a firm blender brush. Like, this is just like a really kind of soft brush. It's not a firm one at all, and I'm literally barely even tapping into it. I can't believe how much pigment that has just given off. Right. I am really being really careful because I don't want it to be too dramatic. Like, I want the purple, but I don't want it to be like really as intense as what the blue was. Like I say, I just get away with bright colours and I just want to go really crazy when I do it. I remember one time I did purple eyeshadow when I was at high school, and it literally looked as though I'd been bruised in the eye. It was ridiculous. And I don't know why no one ever told me about it. It's literally, I've just got purple going right around here and there's just like no blend. But then I like brought it down here and I think I blended it too much. I don't know why I did that, because I was watching like makeup tutorials then as well. I think that's what I thought was a blended eye look. It's never seen blended in its life. But that's how you learn. You've got to go through the bad makeup times. Although people that are like 12 and 13 are popping out makeup like unbelievably. And I'm like, how come you're not going through the awkward makeup stage when you wore like God knows how much blusher and you wore the wrong shade of foundation and everything like that? No, they're not going through any of that. It's like flawless makeup straight away and you're like, that's just not fair. We had to suffer. For my lid shade, I don't think I'm going to be using one out of this palette. I'm going to be going in with the Jaclyn Hill palette from Morphe. And I'm going to be taking that shade right there. You don't have to use the exact eyeshadows that I've used. You can just use any that's very similar, because a lot of them you can just find copies, but obviously some of these are a little bit more pigmented that I'm using, so it makes it easier to put and when you're putting them on and blending them. Right, I'm just going to be ever so slightly just cutting out my crease a little bit, but I'm not going to be doing it too much. I'm only doing it just to make that look a bit more defined against the purple. So I'm just going to be pulling my skin a little bit and then popping it on. But with this, then you do need to be careful that you don't close your eye as well, because other than that, it transfers up and then you've defeated the purpose. I have actually done this in quite a few of my last videos. I don't do this all the time, even though it probably looks as though I do now. I only do it if I'm wanting a little bit more of a dramatic eye makeup look, and also if I'm just wanting that shimmer colour just to stand out that a little bit more. I think it's really good for doing that. Right, so I'm just going to leave that like that. So now this is where you've got to keep your eye closed. Go in with that shade and then just pack it on. Sorry, I'll use, because I'm looking down a little bit too much, I will just use the mirror out of that. Is the only downside about the Jaclyn Hill palette. It doesn't have a mirror. Just look at that eyeshadow. I love that. The reason why I have just gone a little bit over is because when I actually close my eye like that, if I don't, then I get a bit of transfer anyway. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go around that line just with the Mug and the Hunted shade mixed together, just so that then it softens that line just ever so slightly. Just so that it's then not super harsh. But we've still got that kind of effect, so that's what you're wanting. And then just on that outer third, go back in with your purple and blend it into the shimmer. Like that. You can always do it if you're wanting a little bit more. If you've got a little bit more of a seamless blend, just take a smaller brush like that and then just literally pack it over the purple. Not the purple, the shimmer, sorry. So if you do that, then it makes sure that definitely the shimmer line is gone. But then if you go back in with the shimmer shade that you just used, I just don't like that harsh line there, that's all. There we go, I am happy with that. There we go, so that's one eye done, so I'm just going to do the other one now. So there is the eyes finished, that. Actually, I'll just pop a bit of Mug just there, make sure we're not got too much shimmer going about. Right, so there's the finished top lid. So I'm just going to do the lower lash line. So with the lower lash line, I'm just taking a flat definer brush, which just looks like that. Taking Mug first. Popping it underneath the eye. Then I'm going to take a bit of the Pageant Queen, pop it over that one, just because obviously I don't want it to be too bright on my lower lash line. I do want a bit of depth. And then I'm just going to go in with Hunted, no, Hunter, sorry. And then blend that out. It is always important to blend out your lower lash line. You do not want a harsh line underneath. Some people are actually quite scared to say as if they're going too far down, but if you think you're bringing your eye makeup out to here, you want that to connect in with it. This eye is always the eye that starts watering when I start doing this. Right, so there's that done. So I'm just going to be doing my brow bone highlight, and for that I'm just going to be going in with the Jaclyn Hill palette again and use that shade right there. I'm going to mix, no, just use that one. And then just pop it right on the top of the brow. Nice and intense. And then take the other side of the brush and just blend it out a little bit. There we go. Do the same again. Right on the brow bone. And then diffuse it out. Oh, so that is that done. Then do my inner corner. I'm just using the exact same colour for this. And going right in there. Like so. And then for my, I'm just going to pop in an eyeliner on my lower lash line, and I'm just going to be using the Rimmel London Exaggerate, and this is in the shade Deep Wine, and pop this right in there as well. There we go, it just gives it a bit of a deeper look just on that lower lash line. Then I'm just going to be popping on my mascara, and for that I'm going to be using the Maybelline Lash Sensational. I did a first impression on this a couple of videos ago and I actually really enjoy it. It does make your eyelashes really black, you've just got to be careful that it doesn't go too clumpy. So that is the eye look. I'm going to be wiping off my baking now. So we'll just get rid of all of that. There we go. For blush, for blush today I'm going to be using the MUA Makeup Academy blusher in Bonbon. I absolutely love this shade. I think it really suits my skin tone really well. And with that I'm just going to be using a duo fibre brush. And they are really pigmented as well. You've definitely got to make sure you top off the excess, other than that you're just going to wind up with blob of pink. This probably looks really intense right now, but with my skin it does absorb powder products really intensely, but I am just going to blend it out just a little bit with a duo fibre brush. And make sure there is no fallout from the eyeshadows, although it didn't do too bad to be honest. Right, for highlight now I'm using the Anastasia Glow Kit, and I'm going to be mixing Summer and Moonstone together to do my highlight today, and I'm just going to be popping it on a fan brush. Mixing the two together, just pop it on the highest points of the cheeks. Pop a bit on my lip, bit on my nose and there, just to give it that highlighted look. Top of the brow bone. Even though I am oily, I do like my skin to have quite a nice highlighted look to it. For my lip colour today, I'm going to be using MAC's Velvet Teddy. Just looks like this colour. Then I'm just going to pop a bit of a pinky gloss over it. I'm going to be using the NYX Butter Gloss in Eclair. Just to give it a little bit more of a pinky tone. And then to finish the look, I'm just spraying my face with MAC Fix Plus. Fun. Right, and then I'm just going to do my hair and then I'll be back in just a second. Right, so that's me just straightened my hair through now. This is the finished look for today. It is just like a simple kind of purple eye look. It's quite good if you're just wanting to play about with a little bit of colour but not wanting anything too intense, like when I did my blue eye look, because obviously that was quite intense, whereas this is a little bit more softer. It's not just as bright, but you have got that brightness there if you're wanting to play about with colour. So if there is any videos that you would like me to do in the future, then please leave a comment down below in the comment section and I will get back to you. I hope you've enjoyed the video. This was just me getting ready, having a bit of a chat and things like that. If you did enjoy the video, then please give it a like and hit the subscribe button below, and then if you just hit the little bell, then what that does, it notifies you every time I upload a video. That way you don't miss any that I upload. So thank you very much for watching and I will see you in my next one. Bye!